Ralph Lauren shares having their worst day in a month after reporting weak same-store sales today. Options traders, though, betting on a bounce. Jon Najarian has made his way to the telestrator with the unusual activity. Ooh, that's ugly. What kind of bounce are we looking for?
That is an ugly drop there, Judge. Earnings beat. Sales were more or less in line, but the single-digit guidance, yeah, you're right. Same-store sales, that's not what the street wanted to hear, and thus this $10-plus sell-off. Today, they started buying right at the lows of the day, though, and they bought the 130 calls just out there a week into the future. So November 130s, they trade about 4,500 of these very quickly today, and I bought those as well. Now, they paid only about $2 for these, Judge. So if these fell to $1, I'd cut, I'd exit. But on the other hand, if we see more of a bounce, so far we've seen about a $1.50 bounce off the bottom. If these get more of a bounce than that, I think you get a chance to double your money. I'll be in them about a week.
Yeah. Any comment on the desk about Ralph or another retailer? I mean, as we sort of discussed, discretionary. This is an interesting name, moving sharply lower.
The retailers have done.
He says, okay, maybe you get a bounce.
The retailers have done really well, though.
Well, shouldn't
recently.
they? I mean, look at the consumer confidence numbers are big.
And I think, and I think they're also lapping a pretty difficult summer, fall last year. So, like, you look at Macy's went up 100% for, year over year. And this was a stock that we were talking about as being in huge trouble not long ago. So I think they've gotten the benefit of that. And then, as always, as Steph would tell you, with retail, it's so case by case. Like, you can't look at Ralph Lauren and then point to 5 other retailers and say that there's anything going on.
Unless you say
thing.
that this, I mean, look, there are people who are saying this is going to be the best holiday shopping season.
It should be.
Ever.
It should be.
Right? Ralph just expects
all that tide lifts all boats.
Well, I just think with Ralph,
most boats.
I think Ralph is a specific story, though. I think people got excited with the new management, the restructuring, and that sort of thing. So I think you did have a lot of fast money in the name. It's had a nice run, but I think you can definitely pick your spots. I think Tapestry is interesting. It's been on my screen to look at. They lost their CFO today, but that was really a personal situation. So I'm watching that one. I own Kohl's. It's had a nice run year to date, but it's still trading at 14 times forward with a 3% dividend yield and a great new management team. So I think you could pick your spots. I own Under Armour, as you know, and I own Nike. So I think there's plenty of places, but I do expect holiday season to be very good.
Yeah, I'm still freaked out by that lottery story. The only thing I ever find on the floor of my pickup truck is a French fry.
The department stores are a source of opportunity. I think whether it's Nordstrom's or Dillard's, or Josh mentioned this before, Macy's, they've seen a significant turnaround, and I don't think we're at the end of that cycle of the turnaround. I think there's further momentum. The consumers are spending. They like the experience, and these stores are figuring it out, and they're lifting operating margins.
Right. Judge, fastest growing market, China. That's what they cited on the call as well. And they said they're underexposed in Europe. Now you're going to be able to buy some exposure, bricks and mortar exposure that they were talking about on the call for much cheaper. So another reason to watch Ralph Lauren into the holidays.